Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Serrano, and today we're going to be talking about the Redmi Note 9 Pro. And on the left right here, I do have my, a Nikon, case cover on here, and we also do have the BLU G91 Pro right here. And this is going to be the case that does come in the package with that carbon fiber feel to it. This does have that nice texture to it as well, but we're going to be doing a comparison of both of these devices and just taking a look. And maybe you do have the Redmi Note 9 Pro for some time now and you're looking to upgrade, or maybe vice versa. So not vice versa, because this just came out, but this one was released in 2020 in May 5th, and this one was just released in August 26th. Let's just jump right into the video. But if you're new to the crew, do me a quick favor, hit both the like and the subscribe button, as well as the bell icon. And if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So these are technically around $249, both of these devices. And the BLU G91 Pro is actually going to be on sale right now for $199, which is pretty cool. I definitely want to kind of talk about the build quality of these devices, as well as the displays and the performance and the battery life, as well as like the audio sound quality to them, and some of the features that we do get along with the normal, performance when we're gaming and things like that, and also the cameras, right? So let's just jump into it in a little bit more detail. Now, as you can see, both of these devices do look absolutely gorgeous. There's really no need to, worry about using a microcloth on these, because this one has that glass material, and you can only see the fingerprints like in the light. Basically, you can't see them if it's not in the light. So I definitely think that's pretty cool. It's got this Gorilla Glass 5 on the back, which is really crazy, right? Gorilla Glass 5. And on the sides, it's got this plastic material that mimics metal. And so we do get, on this guy right here, we do have, this really nice back material. I believe this is like, I'm not even sure, but one of the things that's really crazy about this device right here that I want to talk about that's really crazy is the wireless charging feature. So this is pretty crazy, because we can get 30 watts fast charging on this device. We can also get the wireless charging feature on this device as well, with 10 watts charging. So I just want to let you guys know that this does get that wireless charging. This does get 30 watts fast charging on this guy, so you do get 30 watts fast charging, but you don't have wireless charging on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Now, when it comes to the build, we're getting that side-mounted fingerprint sensor on the Redmi Note 9 Pro, and the volume rocker right here up top, and you're getting that power button right here. This one doubles as a power button and a fingerprint, where you're getting that power button here with the volume rocker up top, and then we get our fingerprint sensor on the back, around back of here, and you can see right there. So we do get the fingerprint around back, and once you place your finger dead center, it works every single time, right? And the same thing with this one. So if you put your finger on that sensor, it's gonna immediately work every single time, right? So on the bottom of both devices, you will see we get headphone jacks on both of these devices. And they have similar setups. They look really similar when you get the Type-C charging right there. Microphones on the bottom as well. Up top, you're getting that microphone for both devices, but this one does have an IR blaster. And if you don't know what that means, it basically means that if you have anything that's electronic, like a TV, VCR, anything, like a AC, something like that, TV, VCR, stereo box, cable box, you will be able to control it with this one, the Redmi Note 9 Pro. So you can see the control center on here is pretty crazy right here, and we do have a software update on this device as well. So I really like that part. So when you go into security, you can go into updates, and you can see that there's an update. It's at 12.0.1, but this is the 12.0.4 now. So you can see right here on the BLU device, we do have, the stock Android system on here, which is like that Android, 11, May 5th, which is pretty cool. Now, as you can see, both of these devices do offer that hole punch, right? So let me just crank up the brightness all the way up. I'm gonna turn off auto right there. So we just turn auto brightness is off, and let's turn this one all the way up, and auto brightness is off. So you can see that they're fully at the most brightness level. And one thing about the Redmi Note 9 Pro is that, look, it still says auto brightness is off right here. And I noticed that a lot of the times in the settings menu, those things stay on the screen. So I'm not sure if the update will fix that. So you can see, I'm not sure if see, it just went away just now. So you can see that right there. I have it set to vivid. Let's just put it as standard, right? And as far as any other settings, there's no other like thing on right here. So this is the BLU G91 right here, and this is the Redmi Note 9 Pro on the right. And like I said, both of these screens look really good. They both look really clean. On the left for the G91 Pro, we are getting a 6.7 inch, and on the right for the Redmi Note 9 Pro, we are getting a 6.67 inch, so almost the same size, but the Redmi Note 9 Pro is skinnier, right? I could touch my fingers on both of these devices. Now, one other thing to note is that the batteries will be pretty much similar. 5020 milliamp hour on the Redmi Note 9 Pro and a 5000 milliamp hour on the G91. So pretty much these are going to be toe to toe. You get NFC on board with the Redmi Note 9 Pro. So I just kind of want to throw that out there, that you will get that on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. And another thing to note about both of these devices is that they'll be really good for gaming on both of these devices. So we have a Snapdragon 720G on the Redmi Note 9 Pro, the Helio G90 on the BLU device right here. So these are both meant for gaming. They're both gaming chipsets. Things that we do have on here. We don't get HDR, but we do get HD high. It's the highest, but I like the smooth ultra setting, so let's just test that out. So basically the overall experience on this device right here is going to be really nice. It's going to most of the time run at 60 Hertz. You get the Adreno 618 on here, coupled with the Snapdragon 720G on this device as well, and it's going to be running really nicely, like 100%. So if you're going to be the type of person who likes the game, you're going to be pretty much good. But just keep in mind that this thing will have a mono speaker. It won't have that you know what I'm saying, that dual speaker. So I just kind of want to throw that out there. And definitely it's going to have a really nice smooth feel to it when you're gaming. And you won't be disappointed most of the time when it comes to the graphics and things like that. So I definitely like this device when it comes to the graphics and for gaming. And overall, just I have the 6GB RAM model with the 64 as well. And I definitely think it's going to be a pretty sweet device when it comes to gaming and stuff like that. Now when it comes to the BLU G91 Pro, let's just check out the settings right here and the graphics. And we do get the exact same settings that we get on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. So when it comes to that, it's pretty much going to be a very similar experience when it comes to the 720G chipset versus the, Helio G90 chipset. So let me show you what I'm talking about. It is also coupled with the Mali G76 MC4, and we do get 6GB of RAM as well as 128 on this guy. So most of the time you are going to be running at 60 Hertz. So as far as gaming on the Helio G90 when it comes to this device, I didn't really notice any difference. It might have been almost the exact same experience, if not maybe better. Like, I don't know, it's like a really smooth OS and everything like that. So I definitely got to give BLU credit for what they did here, for the price of what they put together. And the wireless charging involved as well is going to be a crazy, provocative device to get your hands on if you're looking to spend like money. And this will have the newest OS and everything like that, so I definitely think that's pretty cool as well. But like I said before, this thing is just extremely smooth. I can't emphasize how smooth this thing is when it comes to the gaming on here. So yeah, just really extremely smooth gameplay on here. Like, I just can't emphasize how smooth this gameplay is on here. We do get really good cameras on both of these devices. So we get a 48 megapixel on the G91 Pro. We get a 64 megapixel on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. We get the 64 megapixel right here, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel for depth, and 4K 30 frames per second, as well as 1080, 60, and 30. And we also do get electronic image stabilization on this device, as well as Pro mode, right, for video. Well, you can see right here we get Pro mode, and it shows you that you can do it for the camera and the video. So I really like that. I think that's extremely clever that they pushed that out and that they did that, because that means that you can get really good shots whenever you're, you know, looking at the screen and things of that nature. This is recording 4K. We do get night mode on both of the cameras as well. So they will give you that night mode as well, and time lapse, 64 megapixels, slow motion, and more. So just a large variety of features on both of these devices when it comes to the cameras. You get that macro camera as well if you want to get close up. BLU G91 Pro is going to have that 48 megapixel for the wide angle, 5 megapixel ultra wide angle, 2 megapixel for macro, and 2 megapixel for depth, 4K 30 and 1080 30. So it doesn't have 1080 60. I just want to throw that out there. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So when you go into video settings and you go right here, you can actually change it to 1080, but it doesn't give you the option to switch the frames per second or anything like that. So I just kind of want to take note of that. But extremely smooth software, like I said before. You get that wireless charging on this device as well, which is a really standout feature. I think that's the best feature. It's also a gaming phone. You can play Fortnite on both of these devices. You can pretty much do everything that you want. These are pretty cool. Two really budget devices that actually like perform like mid-range devices, and they're very snappy, and they get software updates, and they're up to the latest software as well. So you will be getting software updates on both of these devices, and they do have that really nice, beautiful punch hole dot display, which is going to be really cool on both of these devices, like I said before. And you like this one has this nice feature where if you lock it, you get a different wallpaper every time, and you can see the facial recognition is extremely quick, and you know, you get the fingerprint sensor as well. This one does have that facial recognition, which is extremely quick as well. So you can see what I'm talking about every single time. It's just working completely fast and everything like that. So I definitely think that's cool. But let me know which one you think is better. I definitely think it's cool that this one offers wireless charging. This one does have better like features on the camera for the 1080 60 and the 4. It does have, they both have 4K, but this has 1080 60, and it does have you know what I mean, like an EIS mode as well designated, and a little bit more features that I noticed, like the Pro mode for the video camera and stuff like that. But this one is actually really cool because you get that fast charging. You get the G90 chipset in here. You get 30 watts fast charging. Like I said before, you get the headphone jack. The speakers sound really good. It's a fast OS experience. You get Android 11 on this device as well. And just a lot of really cool features, right? So I just want to like be completely transparent and let you guys know that they don't offer the Wi-Fi calling when you're in the house and you want to get that enhanced, you know, connection. But you can get like the widgets on your display. That's something I'm a big fan of on Android, right? But let me know which one you think would be better. They both have that 60 hertz refresh rate. I think that they both are pretty similar when it comes to gaming right now. Software is pretty almost equal. They're extremely quick, right? I do see a little bit of stutters when it comes to the animations, but that's just because they're running 60 hertz, not 90. And I've seen 90 before, so I know how smooth it's supposed to look. So both of these do look really good for 60 hertz refresh rate, and they also do have really good panels. They do get really bright outdoors as well. And like I said before, you won't really be, you know, really complaining whatsoever when it comes to both of these devices, we're getting at 393 pixels per inch on the BLU G91 Pro, and we are getting 395 on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. But let me know what you guys think down below about both of these devices, and I'm going to see you in the comment section. I'll check you guys later. Peace.